So tell me a little bit more, Mobile Home King.
Well, I got started in mobile homes probably in 2015, right after I moved here. I
Mm-hmm.
started traditionally wholesaling, but then I went to a meetup and there was a woman here from Texas that was guest speaking, saying how she was doing 55K a month and it was her 18th month in real estate. And I just started doing the math in my head, like how many rentals could that have been? How many houses? Like how much money she would have had to raise to do that? And I was like, how? In 18 months? And she ended up saying she got into mobile homes and was seller financing them after she read the Ronnie Scruggs Deals on Wheels book, which is
Okay.
just seller financing mobile homes, taking payments, and then simple kind of like selling cars payments. And so like while I was in that presentation, I was on OfferUp and different apps like that. Back then it was like Let Go and 5 Miles, and I was looking for mobile homes because I already knew wholesaling and seller financing. I was pretty much doing all the stuff with real estate stuff, but nothing mobile homes comes from Boston. And I found a mobile home for like 1,200 bucks in Apache Junction. Set up an appointment the next day to go see it. I put like a $200 down deposit because I wasn't expecting to buy it. I didn't even know what to look for or whatever. And told the guy I was going to meet him again on Friday, like a couple days later for the rest of it. So I only brought $200 with me and ended up finding an end buyer who wanted to buy it for 17,000 and $5,000 down and create a note. And then about this was November, about in May, right before Mother's Day. She called me, said she had to move back to Pennsylvania. I was like, you have two options. You can sell the house and pay off the note, or you can just, hand over the keys. We'll cancel the note, no harm, no foul. And I ended up taking the home back, rehabbing it, reselling it. And the person I resold it to needed it moved to another park where her mom lived in, and they wanted to be neighbors.
Oh, interesting.
So I started calling around different movers. Couldn't find any movers that were had any type of availability within any reasonable amount of time. Found one guy who said if I could get the wheels and tires on him himself, he'll come and haul it. And I was like, I have no idea how to do that. Let me come work for
Mhm.
you for like a week or two, learn how to do it, then use your tools and I'll do it for you and we can get it going. And ever since then, I started moving homes and we started going to auctions. One of his friends that I'm partners with now, still to this day, used to have a car lot, so he knew about the tax auctions and the eviction auctions. So we would get mobile homes from the auctions for a couple of dollars, get 10, 15 mobile homes a month from the different auctions, and the parks weren't letting us move anybody in there because the law is if you repossess a mobile home as a lien holder, you're not subject to any of the lease agreements. Like you're
Okay.
completely like voided. It's at that point, it's a vehicle, it's your personal property. You have an easement and passageway to your vehicle, even if you have to trespass on private property. So I always tell people, imagine you go to the movies at the mall, the movie theater is open till like 2 in the morning, but the mall closes at 10. Cars in
Yeah.
the parking garage, and technically the mall is closed. Technically you're trespassing, but you're allowed to easement and passageway to your private property, even if you have to trespass on the private property. So it's the same thing with a mobile home in a mobile home park unless you sign a lease, and that lease signs away your right of easement and passageway to your personal property. Since
Mm.
we repoed them as a lien holder, we never have to sign a lease by law, ever.
Oh, wow.
So we always have that right of passageway, and so we didn't have to pay the rent, and we didn't pay rent until we sold it and moved it out. What was the point? We didn't have to. And
Yeah.
parks didn't like that, so parks weren't approving anybody to like when we'd send people into the office to apply for a lease, so they could live in the park. Parks were like, no, we don't like these people. We'll
Oh,
just try to do everything we can to run them out. And we just started taking all the homes out. So ever since then, started moving homes, got into moving homes, moved
moving
every
them
home
to
since
where?
then out of the parks.
To
And then we
where?
started to finding, so then we got customers. Then we started realizing all of our customers had their own land and
Okay.
wanted these homes moved to Tonopah or Maricopa or Casa Grande or Marana, all those areas. And after we saw that trend, after like 80 homes, we were like, okay, now it's time to start buying the land and going to the tax auctions and getting the land and then doing the packages and doing the installs and
Okay.
and doing it that way. And then we started doing that and then started getting larger amounts of land, like 5 acres, 10 acres, and then subdividing it cheaper cost. We could buy it at 5, 10 acres and turn it into farmland or agriculture and not have to do any permits, install all the septic systems, install all the homes, do all the driveways, do all the fences, no permits, and then after go back and subdivide it after everything's done.
Interesting. Okay. What is the
So
name of your company?
unstoppable transport.
Unstoppable?
Yep,
Ooh, I
because we're
like it.
mobile home parks can't stop us from getting people's homes out.